Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Brianna. I'm the owner and maker behind my brand Bloom, where I specialize in polymer clay jewelry, mainly earrings like the ones that I'm wearing right now and necklaces, but I'm slowly expanding to other products like illustrated stickers and t-shirts as well. I have a pretty busy couple of days ahead of me. Today is Thursday and I'm teaching a workshop in DC today. It'll be fall themed and I'm actually gonna have like close to 18 or 19 people, so it's gonna be a pretty big one. I usually host workshops about once a month and they typically have around 10 to 12 people, so any more than that, like any more than 15 is kind of chaotic, but it's pretty fun and just like so rewarding to know that so many people want to come take my class and learn with me. So that's my plan for tonight, and then tomorrow on Friday I'm going back to the same location where they have a beer garden behind the museum where I'll be teaching the workshop. And so in the beer garden they have an art market, so that'll be like an evening thing that I'm doing. So Thursday and Friday are pretty booked, but then the weekend is wide open, which is so rare for me because usually on the weekend I'm like doing a market, teaching a workshop, something like that. But this time I'm getting all of those activities done on the weekdays, and then on the weekend I can kind of do whatever I want. But not entirely whatever I want, because I probably have to do a lot of like earring making and other behind the scenes stuff to keep the business going. But since I have been pretty busy and I'm happy with like all of the things that I'm doing and the work that I'm putting in, I do want to take some time to recharge and just do things that make me happy and not related to my business. It's really hard to not work on a Bloom because that's just what I want to do all the time and it makes me so happy. But I know that I need to take time for myself and like find joy in other things so that I don't burn out eventually. So we'll see what I get up to. I want to do some like different like fall things, maybe go to like a fall market that I'm not actually participating in, get some little decor for the house. So we'll see what I get up to. It's Friday and I'm actually going back to the museum today, the same spot that I was teaching the workshop last night, because they do an art walk every first Friday of the month in that neighborhood. So the museum puts on a little mini market for local makers in their beer garden. I did it a couple times last year and it's just the cutest space. It's giving like secret fairy tale garden vibes, and it's definitely a smaller market because the program is meant to feature local makers that are very new to starting their businesses. And at this point, I am 2 years in, so even though it still feels kind of new, I'm definitely past that stage. But I just really love the space, so I wanted to do it again. And I'm also one of the fellows for the museum's new Small Business Fellowship. And so this past April, I started the program, which is actually the very first cohort ever. It's just me and one other women-owned small business who are meeting once a month with the Small Business Incubator's director to kind of talk about how we can grow our business in different aspects and get help and answers for things that might be a little more complicated, like budgeting, accounting, making your 5-year plan, thinking up new product lines, all sorts of stuff. And it's been super helpful, and it's also made me just feel so much more connected to the Herrick House Museum and its mission and the people that are there. So even though I'm not expecting tonight to be like a major sales day, I do still find a lot of value in doing things like this because this space just feels like it really values community and I feel a part of it and I love connecting with others. So if I know that I'm just going to have a lot of fun doing an event, I'm going to do it regardless of the sales. I love what I do and I never want to become jaded and just doing things just for the money. I feel like a whole part of this journey and why I continue to push myself further to grow and expand is just because I really love connecting with people in the maker community and meeting new customers. So anything that will bring me joy and make me love this whole journey more, I'm definitely gonna do. So I'm gonna go prep some stuff for that. I'm bringing my new DIY boxes, my t-shirts, my earrings, obviously. So I'm really excited to test some new things tonight and see how it all goes. Okay, I'm all packed up and I made myself a matcha because tonight's actually going to be a really long night for me since I'm going to the market from 5 to 8 p.m. And then after that, my friend is hosting a listening party for Taylor's new album. So I did listen to it already while working today, but I definitely need to give it more of a listen to familiarize myself with all of the songs. But I can already tell that I do have my favorite. So the ones that stood out to me are Father Figure and Opalite. So that's also why I put a little extra makeup on today. I usually never do eyeshadow, but I figured something a little more sparkly and kind of like corally would be on theme for the listening party tonight. So I'm gonna finish my matcha, double check to make sure I have everything, and then I'll head out. Oh, also, today's earrings are the bookshelves. These are definitely like a fan favorite and also my personal favorite. I feel like I'm always making these because they sell out. But they're little wooden bookshelves with like a little texture on them. And then I individually cut the little books, add these little fine lines for the spine, and then I sculpt the petals one by one. Back from all of my activities today, it ended up being a really busy day, which was surprising because technically it was like my day off. Although it's funny that I still ended up at a market on my day off, even though I wasn't vending at one. But today there was a really large festival in a super cute neighborhood, and I knew about 5 or 6 of the vendors there personally, so I wanted to stop by, check out their booth, and just show my support. And the whole experience was actually so refreshing because I'm always behind the table in the booth, and I used to love really going to markets as a customer before I even got into this, but I was always a little more awkward or shy or didn't know how to interact with the vendors because I always felt bad taking up like their time or space if I wasn't going to make a purchase. But now as a vendor, the part that makes experience so fun for me is that I do get to connect with the community and I get to chat with people and they can like show excitement for my art even if they're not purchasing it. And that still means a lot just to like talk to someone about how I'm creating something or how I got into it. So it's fun having that knowledge and then going to a market, and then if the vendor seems up for it, like I am a little more chatty and I get to learn more about their process and of course make some really cute purchases too, which I will show you now. I got this really cute card for a friend whose birthday is coming up. It's like a little illustrated froggy wearing a little beanie and a flower and says, "Let's get cozy." And this really just reminded me of that one friend so much, so I made sure to snatch it up for her birthday. I also got this from a vendor friend. I dropped it. Okay, I got it. Good thing it's well made, but she handcrafts everything. She finds like vintage maps from across the world and turns them usually into coasters, but she also does little magnets. And I found this one. It's of Ukraine, and I got it for my boyfriend because he was born there and grew up there, and he's always really hard to get gifts for, but I always like to get things that are like tiny and thoughtful and more just like sentimental. He's not a materialistic person at all, and he just hates having too many things, so I never want to get him anything too big because he'll just be like, what do I do with this? But I thought this was something cute and sweet that we can put on our fridge. And then after the market, I treated myself to a Home Goods and Michael's run because those are two of my favorite places to go to. And I've been on the hunt for a good fall themed mug because it's kind of crazy that I don't have one yet. So I went to Home Goods and I found this really cute little teddy bear wearing a pumpkin. He also kind of matches my outfit perfectly because I'm wearing these cozy pumpkin PJs right now to get into the spirit. So I'm excited to use him tomorrow morning. And then I also got more fall garlands. I only have one, but then this was on sale at Michael's because they're already pushing their Christmas stuff, which is insane. Like, it's way too early. I don't think that's acceptable until at least like mid-November. Like, give it some time, you know? So I thought this would be cute to hang like right above the fireplace right there to make the living room more cozy and fall. There were a lot of cute things, but I tried to reel myself in, so the only other things I got were more clay. I was running out of white clay, and then I'm starting my holiday collection already, so I needed some green clay. And I know I just said that's too early for the holidays, but as a small business owner, you do have to be at least one season, if not 2 seasons, like ahead of it. But don't worry, I will not start like promoting it until early to mid-November. But in the meantime, from October, or all of October, I will just be madly making Christmas earrings. But yeah, that's mainly it for this video. Thanks for coming along the past few days. The rest of tonight, I'm just gonna be packing up some earrings for restocks at some retail shops. Tomorrow, I'll be dropping them off, probably doing some more earring making, and just having a chill, cozy day.